Kia ora, I'm Nathan Penny. Well, finally we have a new coalition government. And while the protracted nature of the negotiations and things like tax policy were front and centre during the negotiation process, agricultural policy largely flew under the radar. But that's not to say that we don't expect significant agricultural policy changes under this government. We do. And delving into the coalition agreements, we've seen that agricultural policy is set for what we'd like to call a sea change under this new government. In particular, we see that there's a renewed focus on the efficiency and effectiveness on government regulation and policy. And this is geared towards making it easier and more practical for farmers to get back to what they do best, i.e. farming. Now, to this end, there's going to be a new government department for regulation and an associated minister for regulation, and that's going to be David Seymour. Now, in the first few years of this term, they're charged with reviewing policy in sectors, and one of those policies that are likely to get reviewed, one of those sectors, that are likely to get reviewed soon is the primary sector. Now, specifically looking at some of the policies within those agreements, there's obviously a focus on labour markets and in particular migration, essentially looking to make it easier to hire, retain, and if necessary or as necessary, let go of staff that aren't performing. At the same time, there's a clear scaling back, I guess, of ambitions around environmental policy, or in some ways perhaps an idea to bring those policies down to the local level to make them more practical. And that includes things like water regulations and of course climate change policies. But generally there's more of a focus on the sector, making it easier to operate and allowing the sector to get back to farming. And that's where we think there'll be the most change over the next 3 years. Talk to you next time. Ka kite anō.